Oh, what is up, my YouTubers? It's your boy, TheSuperRorio Eblen, back once again with my buddy here, Pikachu. That is right. Oh yeah, Detective Pikachu, back with more of MOUSE P.I for R, my fans. So start another thrill and out of MOUSE P.I for Hire, and Detective Sherlock Jackwilla, and Detective Pikachu, back on the case once again, my fans. So if you haven't seen last episode, or if you haven't looked at it before, I recommend you do so, because here we are and here we go now. As you can see, we are now even further into the rooms here, as you can see. So as Detective Sherlock Jack Weller and Detective Pikachu kept on moving along and kept going what to look for and find next. What what they found was the newspaper room that reminded them of little nightmares
Oh, I can tell the other ones are bad, all right.
of little dang it, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, it's, oh yeah, from Little Nightmares 2. But then, as they entered the room just now, there was another cop that looked like another one of them. And another one of them tried to advance and kill us. Luckily, the acid gun saved us and helped us just in time. However, unfortunately, the good cop said that he was the actual real good cop. However, we took this word for it. However, we were acting a little sarcastic as to what was going on inside us. Well, we could expect it or even know it by now. As of all of what's going on outside, we had to find answers, and we had to find it now as to what was happening. We needed answers as to what was really going on with these goons. It turned out the good ops were now locked up tight into the big and humongous locking cells. Reminded me about last when Miles Upseer went into the loud clattering room of cages. Ages where the patients there were banging, and no one there would care to open the door nor explain what was happening.
Well, you see,
But then, and as I came into the room, I then found the key, and as soon as I got the key, something was up. In fact, something was wrong. So I had to use a key or write a door or however the door which I thought was over here with a secret safe. Unfortunately, it wasn't open. Says, oh, I had to and the right door, and it turns out I was lied to. The good cop was not a good cop at all. He was a big, humongous lying fraud. And it turned it out that none of them were able to be trusted. Not either or not even a bit of them. So as I opened it up the cell doors to inspect every single one of them, and check them and inspect them all out too, something and it wasn't right about all of them. Something and we saw then was this police cop who looked at innocent, scared, and a little scared, which unfortunately, this police cop looked like he looked innocent. However, unfortunate and he wasn't. He had a grenade in his hand, and he threw it at me, which was rude and disrespectful. Luckily, I had the cheese to cheer me up, which it worked. However, the problem was, as I couldn't go into the room, of course. So as this gook up here of what was going on, and Detective Pikachu, this conspirator, took the wheel on this one. He asked him severe questions, asking him severely.
And done. You're free.
And as I spoke first, then Detective Pikachu took the wheel.
Thanks, man. This place is a real madhouse. The officer upstairs? Dirtier than the trash heap behind the precinct.
Good to know.
Is what my Pikachu said.
So, I did just bust you out, right? You gonna make a run for it? Or, here's an idea. Help me.
Well, you know,
Pikachu baby! Pikachu baby! Pikachu baby! Pikachu baby! Sadly, I hate to say it, my fans, but my Pikachu is right. He either to stay here as a coward and wait to die by those fraud police men and their overly big, humongous, suspicious, buffed up bounce or bodyguards, or actually do be a good cop here and help out, because my Detective Pikachu took his work very seriously, and he knew that he wasn't lying. So he spoke again.
Yeah, forms. We gotta fill those out before,
And it turns out I was starting to agree with Detective Pikachu. He did look like another fraud. But this time,
forms. We gotta fill those
so
out
we
before,
left him and there, since he would be of no use or help to anyone at all. So he went on trying to discover what would be next. So that is when we want on to go into the other room again. However, nothing could let us open the door, so we let it be. And however, as soon as we were still looking around for other stuff, nothing could be there. However, we found the other door, and from there we hit some buttons. And what the buttons did, however, was actually create a shortcut. And what it did, however, was something big entirely. However, the doors wouldn't open, and so we hit the buttons again, just to see if something were to open this door. However, nothing was opening the door. But as we were hitting it, it looked like nothing was working by this side either. It looked like something was off. Some kind of power switchy ability. It looked like we needed 35 points to open that door, and only 26 to open this one, which did contain secrets, but we would come back to those later. As of now, that was not important. What was important was finding the actual way across to the other side. Unfortunately, we had to go another route and way to get to that side. So unfortunately, getting through there was not going to be easy. So from the area had to open up the door, which unfortunately one of the levers had a power to do so, which then gave me an idea. If we could have switched these levers to power up something in the first place, then something would be amiss. And so that's where we were doing it. It turned out the 35, but it now worked. And now the door is open, And now
All
we
that
now
elementary math finally paid off.
now we could see what was it in the safe vent here, and it turned out good luck. As in now, our chance is of finding even more and more cool upgradable stuff was better than ever before. So, and so as we began and to now open up the next door, which was now to our next right. Next, the next numbers were complete, and as soon as they were completed, me and Detective Pikachu now had to race off it, which unfortunately, all of a sudden, a little short midget dude, along, it's the rest of the guys that didn't look happy, wanted me dead. And unfortunately, nothing was right about them. But luckily, we took them down, though, without a fight. I knew they would. They wouldn't give it up without a fight. So we fought him, kept going. And as it turned out, more and more of them kept on along the way. And Detective Pikachu used his electricity to make sure that no one could go past us. Or get close to us too, not after the last time. Even though it was an accident. Because this time now, we looked around the area, inspected it, and wondered what we'd find next. And as it turned out, nothing bad was happening. However, for some things that we just don't know, there were some times other things that we had to say, which was sometimes unexpected, but was understandable. So then, as soon as we made it to the master's office, which looked just like a bunch of room windows, it was our turn to fight them and take them out. Which then we went all cartoon Cuphead style on them. And this looked like an old projector, or like the one you see in Ben E and the Ink Machine, except completely different. As of now, something was off in the mist. As we were looking around to see who would be here exactly and who was around here, we looked and kept on finding more and more familiar faces of cops that looked like that they just want to beat the crap and end the heck out of you. And as it turned out, nothing was around here. Nothing good, nor actually fancy. But as it turned out, it looked like a college class too, that said "Do not disturb," always what I would put on my phone if I'm making videos. Anywho, as soon as me and Detective Pikachu looked around along our way, and kept out the old acid gun, we wanted to figure out what we would find next. And as it turned out, as soon as we looked all around, only then people then want to play with card games like Pokemon, which I still had never learned, but will soon one day. It's set here for a nice umbrella. One of it is good. However, as soon as we were continuing along, we were exploring the area until we found at another safe, and then opened it up with a snake gold toothpick, and it turned it out there was another clue to our problems, which was a perfect chance to end off today's episode. It read as follows: a map, Mouseburg, sewer system, few minutes, and tunnels are circled in red, in red, in red. A route?
Crooked cops were hauling shrews into the
Yeah,
sewers. Why?
and drugs.
No one could know.
Like some,
Well,
it's like some,
the shrews and the cops.
well, like filth up is filth, meth, cocaine, and all of the above. It just gets pretty if you're seeing it. But anyways, this wraps up another episode, my fans. Thank you all so much for watching, my fans. Remember what to do for my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to it. Do all you can to make sure that my channel is complete and its message success as always. Remember to view and share with your friends and family. Do all you can to make sure that Edit rules and is a big, humongous success as always. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that you can, all of the above, 24/7. Remember to get me to the next subscriber goal of 600. Since I only I'll need 4 left. And alright, I think that's it. Alright, well, my fans, until next time, Shakta, game over now. Pika, you said it, partner. Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot, I think it's already been past 15 minutes, isn't it? Sorry, my fans, don't worry. This video will end as soon as I find the dang save point of wherever that is. Anyways, till next time, Shakta, game over now.